Exercise is absolutely critical for people who have cancer who want to live longer and live better. And that's not my opinion. That is an absolute fact borne out by many studies. But there are a lot of people that are living with cancer that are unable to exercise because they're missing a critical piece of the puzzle. Is that you? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Lori, nationally certified personal trainer and health coach. I'm also a caregiver for my sister, Sherry, who has stage 4 lung cancer. If you want to hear her story, I'll link that video above. So let's just talk briefly about why exercise is so critical for those living with cancer. So, exercise will keep your heart and lungs healthy, strengthen your bones and muscles, promote healthy metabolism through glucose disposal. It helps prevent muscle wasting disease that 1 out of every 5 cancer patients will die of. It relieves anxiety and stress, and it has been scientifically proven to help those with cancer live longer and live better than those who are sedentary. So there's no argument that exercise is just critical for you if you're living with cancer. But there are a lot of people that struggle with balance. And if you don't have balance, it's very difficult to exercise in a way that will be beneficial to you. And there's some reasons for that. Some of them are that people with cancer have brain mets. Some have vision issues related to tumors or medicine side effects. You might have mets to the spine. You could have neuropathy or weakened core and legs. So if your balance is poor, not only can you not, it's difficult to exercise, but it's also difficult to do the things that you love, like golfing, bike riding, hiking. These things become difficult, maybe impossible, and dangerous too if you don't have balance. How do you know if your balance is poor? Well, sometimes you just know, right? Like you know your balance is poor. Other times you might not be sure if your balance is good enough to really exercise in a way that's beneficial. But there's a really easy 30-second test that you can do. And what I want you to do is I want you to stand up. I want you to have a sturdy chair or something sturdy that you can grab onto if you need to. And I want you to cross your arms. And then you're going to take one leg and you're going to lift it to a 90-degree position so that your knee is up. And you're going to see if you can hold that position for 30 seconds or longer. And then I want you to go ahead and do it on the other side so you can see which side might have balance issues. If you can't hold that for 30 seconds, that means you do have poor balance. Now, is it the end of the world? No, it's not. Balance is actually one of the easiest things to rectify. It's a whole lot easier than gaining strength or gaining cardiovascular fitness. So I'm going to show you how you can easily help your balance. Before we get to the exercises, the very simple exercises that you can do to improve your balance, if you're enjoying this and you want more content like this, would you give us a little love? Would you give me a thumbs up? Would you give me a like and perhaps a subscribe? I appreciate it. So on to a few little simple exercises that you can do to help improve your balance quickly and easily. You don't need to worry if you don't stress out. These are all very easy. And I'm going to have me and my sister, Sherry, who I said has stage 4 lung cancer. She's going to help demonstrate these. So these are going to be on the screen for you to follow. First things first, make sure that your doctor has approved you for exercise. So that's an important thing. Almost all oncologists or your GPs are going to be thrilled that you're exercising or want to exercising because it's so important for your recovery and your health. But the other thing is always start easy and progress. I will be showing you progressions where it starts easy and it will get harder and harder so that you can keep improving all the way to where your balance is really very good. The first exercise is called the Flamingo. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand behind a sturdy chair with both hands on the back. Lift one knee to a 90-degree angle. Take one hand off the chair. When you feel steady, lift the other hand off, one finger at a time. If you start teetering, put some fingers back on the chair till you steady yourself. After 30 seconds, switch legs. The second exercise is the tightrope walk, and it's just like it sounds. Use a yardstick or some kind of something that's straight, something similar for a straight line. And I want you to walk 15 steps with one foot in front of the other at a normal pace. And I want you to do that. Then that is easy for you to do, I want you to progress to do 8 steps forward and 8 steps back. The next is the toe to heel. It's a little bit like the tightrope, but instead of just using a normal gait, I want you to literally put one foot in front of the other, but with the heel to the toe. And again, I want you to walk 15 or so steps forward without teetering. The next exercise is rock the boat. And so what you're going to do is you're going to stand near something sturdy. You're going to lift one knee to a 90-degree angle and then switch legs. So you want to start slow. You want to start quickly. You want to quickly change legs. And the progression is to start moving more slowly. The more slow you go, the harder it's going to be. The last exercise is a little more advanced. This is called the lean and lift. So what I want you to do is find a nice sturdy chair, and I want you to go to the side of the chair with one hand on the chair. I want you to lean forward, put one leg behind you and lift the foot off the ground, maybe about 6 inches. And then I want you to let go of the chair and concentrate on staying close to the chair. So your hip should be close to the chair and not waddling. Then I want you to switch sides. You will want to do these exercises 3 to 5 times a week until you feel your balance is really improved. And then after that, you can back off a bit. If your balance continues to be a problem, do them at least once or twice a week. Now, the other problem with balance is that sometimes people have weak core and they have weak abs. And that's, unless you have vision problems or inner ear problems, normally that's where your balance issues come from. So I'm going to show you a few exercises that you can do, even if you're chair bound, if you're not able to get on the floor. I'm 60. So I don't like getting on the floor either. So a lot of times I will do my ab exercises on an elevated surface myself. So my sister Terry, not Sherry, you notice how my mom, Lori, Sherry, Terry, that's what she did. But anyway, Terry, who's my other sister, she is going to be demonstrating these exercises for you. So let's first start with seated abs. So you will want to get a chair without handles. My sister is using a bench with a pillow because I don't have one. And you will just simply go back to where your back just touches the pillow and come forward. Now, the best way to do this is to keep your arms crossed, keep your stomach in tight. To progress, you will take one foot and stack it on top of the other, which will make the exercise a little more difficult. You should aim for anywhere from 10 to 15. The next exercises are leg raises, and you can do one at a time, lift one leg and then the other, and to progress, raise both at the same time. It's also important to work your obliques. As you can see, she's moving her hands side to side, sitting up tall, keeping her stomach in tight, and just slowly going side to side. You can make it a little bit harder by extending your legs. Another important thing is to strengthen your legs. If you're unable to get up out of a chair without using your hands, that's okay. Go ahead and use your hands to stand up nice and slow. And when you can progress to not using any hands, simply put your hands on your knees, stand up and sit down very slowly. This will strengthen your legs and your backside. You can cross your arms for more progression, or add a few weights. You can grab some small weights. And the next progression would be to make sure that you're sitting down extremely slowly. The slower you go, the harder it's going to be. After you're done exercising, you will want to especially stretch out your hip flexors as they tend to get tight. So you will sit on the edge of your chair. You will extend your leg backwards and hold the stretch for about 10 seconds and switch sides. If you want to stretch out the back of your legs and your back, you can lean forward, bringing your torso about 90 degrees to the floor or at a parallel position to the floor. Hold for about 10 seconds. You should be doing your leg and ab exercises a minimum of 3 times a week, but you can do them every day. This is something these are not going to overload your system, and you'll see rapid improvement. If you stick with this for about 3 weeks, you're going to see your balance improve. You're going to see your strength improve. And I will make a part 2 of this video where we can go further into other things that you can do once you get these basic exercises down. So thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Thanks.